Hello English 1101 students, welcome to the second week of the summer 2017 semester. This week we are beginning our first writing assignment, which is a narrative. So last week you were working through some grammar exercises and trying to build a basis of trying to learn what some of the most common grammatical mistakes are. Now I want you to write grammatically sound papers as you tell a little story about yourself. I have created a separate video about the narrative. You will find that in the narrative folder. I have also created a slideshow. In fact, you should use that in conjunction with the video, and then go ahead and write about and open up the instructions for the narrative, and so you can write about that. Bear in mind that there is also a reading called Salvation by Langston Hughes. You'll notice that there's a week 2 quiz in the quizzes folder. That should be open now. So you can go ahead and take that. And the deadline for that is going to be on Sunday night, June the 4th by 11:59. I'm going to be keeping you responsible for these deadlines. You got to make sure you keep them, right? You write me a desperation saying I couldn't do it last week. You better have a darn good reason. So these quizzes do not take long. They are open book, so you can open up the slideshow and you can open up Salvation, and you should be able to get that. Right, and you should be able to get that. Oh, and the writing process. That was the other thing I'm forgetting. So that's in this textbook here, the little brown handbook. So make sure that you do your take a look at that writing process stuff as well. In fact, those are chapters. Let me pull it up here because I've forgotten. I want to say it's chapters 2 and 3. Yes. It is chapters 2 and 3, and there's only 10 pages. So 10 pages of this tiny little book you also need to be responsible for. But you can do an open book on the quizzes. So the writing process and the writing situation are good ideas, because when you do a writing assignment, if you think of it as a process that you take step by step, instead of thinking, oh my gosh, I got to write this whole essay, it becomes a little easier to deal with, and it becomes a little easier to do. So make sure that you take the time to pay attention to that and follow the writing steps, which is planning, and then coming up with a topic, and then planning, and then drafting, and so on and so forth. And you will take those steps throughout this class, at least the writing the first draft part and the revision part, because you're going to be required to on all 3 essays. So don't forget the quiz. Don't forget to start your narrative assignment. Have it turned in by Sunday night as well. That's correct, by Sunday night at 11:59. And then early next week I will give you my thoughts on your narrative and tell you how to improve upon it so that you can improve your grade. If you're in my 999 class, you also need to go watch that video, and you also need to go ahead and do that assignment. There will be assignments in both classes every week, so you want to make sure that you don't miss out on that. So with no further ado, I hope that you have a great week. It's a shorter week than usual, but I hope that you will get that narrative knocked out and that you will enjoy it. Thank you.